Even if we look at it in a reverse way, say you're looking at a picture, because when you take a picture, again, not even consciously thinking of it, you take 5 pictures, you're going to choose the best for one.
Right. And
So
don't you check back after you post it to see how many likes you get after so many minutes?
right,
You've
and it's
never
just
done
like
that.
but it's
You've
just like
never
Never
done
do
that.
that. I don't. I'm telling you, I'm not social. But one thing about me, I'm not a social media person. All like that.
Yeah, ever in
And the
life.
reason why I'm not like that, I'll tell you, I'm be very real with you right now. The reason why I'm not like that is because I don't let people's. I post because I like it. I like the picture. I thought it was cute, and I post because it's like my own vision board, right? And it's a posting of my experiences. That's why I post. I don't post because I get validation. Because when I was growing up, I was considered not cute at all.
All right,
And
I need to
so
stop the rabbit hole.
so can I just reverse this a little bit? Say for instance, you put a picture up there and you're just like, oh, it's mediocre. You get 200 likes on it, and you're like, oh shit, like let me look at this picture again. Maybe it is a lot better than what I thought. Like you ain't never think even like that, like, oh, 200 likes. Let me make this my profile picture because obviously it's a nice picture. When I initially thought that it was just something mediocre.
no.
Yeah, I mean, you're an alien. That's all. Like, I mean, it's just
No, I grew up before social media was a big thing.
me too.
I
You all
was trying
did.
to sit there and tell you why I am the way I am, but you say you want to go down a rabbit hole. So I don't won't go down the rabbit hole. But there's
Yeah,
a reason why I am the way I am. So I won't go down the rabbit hole. But there's a reason
yeah.
why.
Well, no, I mean, we grew up before that era too, but I just think we gotta be more real, man. Like people hate that
No,
shit. This
but
world
him,
is so.
because I'm not going along with what you guys think I should say does not mean I'm not being real and authentic.
What
I'm the
we're
most
saying
authentic
is,
person. But what I'm
what we're
saying is,
saying is, what we're saying is, likes and comments affect people. For people to act like you're not affected, that's disingenuous. If
no.
people saying, "Yo, your picture ugly as hell," and you read that comment, nobody's just like, "Oh, whatever." Nobody shakes that shit off like they say they do.
If you were, so what do you do if you were bullied, right? If you were bullied growing up and you were
Mhm.
told you were ugly, that you were too skinny, that you were too black, or you had all these negative things coming at you all day, every day while you were growing up, right? You had to grow up and validate yourself.
That's
And
understandable.
so that's who I am. That's the rabbit
Mhm.
hole you didn't want me to go down. So I'm
But
telling
No,
you,
I
that's,
got
BTS,
how,
it.
that's who I what? What did you say, Q?
You high vibrational?
I'm very high vibrational. The reason why I'm high vibrational is because I don't need outside validation. That's part of my definition of high vibrational. I don't need external validation because the way I grew up and how I grew up, I got made fun of nonstop. So I didn't need the external things did not impact me anymore. You have to grow up and get out of that. And I grew up and got out of that before social media came along. So people were to sit there and say, "You ugly as hell in that picture." I'm like, nigga, whatever. You probably live in a cardboard box.
yeah,
I don't care about that. That doesn't move me.
we're saying, yeah, you
But
can
it's not
grow it.
realistic saying that you don't need external validation. At some point, you do.
Everybody
No.
Like
does.
somebody somewhere has to like you, whether it's the person that hired you on your
If
job,
it's the
whether
person
it's the person
that's
that's
close
finding
to me
your
in my circle, yes, I let in. But it's people I don't know, hell no. I don't care about the ordinary person walking down the street sitting there saying your picture is ugly or you're ugly. I don't care about that. I
So we're
don't.
just talking about how you look. Then that's what we're talking about, just how you look.
We're
Because
that's
you
where
said
we went. That's where y'all went. That's where y'all went with this. Y'all picked your picture is ugly as hell. It's my people don't not like and say your picture is ugly. Does that impact? You're saying you're not real if you're saying it doesn't impact you. I'm telling you no. So I'm going along the question that y'all are giving me. So no, I'm not saying I'm just physical only. But if you're asking me about that, I'm referring to that. I'm going to address that. Now we're talking about on the inside. Let's talk about that. But if you're asking me a question about external things about Facebook and Instagram, that's all I can put up there is external. I can't put my internal up there. Yes, I don't care about that because how I grew up and how I matured into the person I am today.
Yeah. So for the rest of the world, it's okay that likes and comments can impact you positively or negatively. I believe in self-esteem. That's why it's not called we esteem, right? You gotta believe in yourself,
It's
right?
esteem of your motherfucking self, Captain.
Indeed, indeed. But things affect people, and it is what it is. It is what it ought to be. That's why the studies show what releases when people get a bunch of likes and comments and things of that nature. So for the overwhelming majority, go ahead, Alex.
No, I was just saying, I think with the example of the IG model, it's a matter of you are putting this lifestyle out, you're putting this image out, but is that who you really are outside of that? Do you really live the life that you portray? And I think when you don't, that's low vibrational. And I think people go ahead and they allow with the likes and with the comments for people to think that they are better than what they actually are, right? It kind of detaches you from the reality of things, right?
Yeah.
We've seen videos and they've showed them of, these people, they are these TikTok influencers and they've got 1 million subscribers, but then they've gone to do a pop-up shop somewhere and no one showed up, right?
Yeah.
Social media and their presence on there has given them an inflated sense of self. Like you thought that you were better than you were, but in reality, no one showed up. It didn't translate in the way that you thought it was going to translate. When I think about social media, I think about it in that way. Are you really as impactful as you think that you are? Because you can go viral for something, but that doesn't mean anybody knows who you are.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I think sis was just trying to get clarity. We just used them as an example, sis, and I apologize if it was like a poor one, but just try to define it for the audience. Alex's definition.